Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to Hey Man. I'm Josh.
I'm Jacob.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
First of all, we are in a temporary studio today, but I want to let you guys know Jacob and I are hitting the road. New tour dates over the summer are about to be announced at some fun places that we're heading to. But just know, and this is dropping a day late between Jacob being sick and me being out of town.
Sorry.
But this weekend, when you hear this, we will be in Cincinnati, Ohio at the Funny Bone for 2 shows, Friday and Saturday. That's the 9th and 10th. 4 shows.
4 shows, 2 days.
2 days, yep. With me, Jacob, and Sarah Lawrence. On the 17th, we're in Saginaw, Michigan at the Vault. One night, I think 2 shows, but those...
Oh, sick. Okay.
I think so, but those, just so you know, those tickets are few and far between.
Going muy rapido.
Yep.
Yes.
On May 17th. And then the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, we are in Winnipeg, Canada.
Winnipeg. I'm making it this year with a passport.
big.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm making it.
Jacob has a passport.
All right. And I know where it is.
We will be there. And then on the 30th and 31st, we are in Virginia Beach and Richmond, Virginia.
Yes.
Me, Jacob Wolf, Lee Syatt.
Like Hyatt.
I like Hyatt. And coming into June, we have that first week in June off.
Cool.
But then I just solidified the last 3 weeks in June.
Sick.
I forget where we'll be going, but one of those places is Albany, New York. I haven't been there in a long time.
We've been getting a lot of requests for Albany. So hell yeah.
More dates to come. ComedianJoshWolf.com for tour dates. Make sure you come check us out on the road. These shows have been so good.
Ridiculous.
Jacob posted his first stand-up clip and got over 300,000.
400,000.
Yeah.
It's still climbing. It's over 400,000
Over
on just Instagram right now.
100,000 views.
Shout out to everybody who saw it, all the new followers who showed up from it. I mean, dude, I've gone up like almost 1,000. I've gone up I think 2,000 followers at least since that clip dropped.
Nice.
I've gone up on overall views. It's been pretty awesome. This is kind of easy. No, I'm just kidding. It's not.
Can I tell you it's funny? I told a couple of comics, and then I want to get into this first topic real quick.
You love this.
I love it so much, but I told a couple of comics, I go, Jacob posted his first stand-up clip and in like 3 days had over 300,000 views. And they all had the same reaction. Dude, tell him congratulations and also fuck off. They were like, tell him that's awesome. Also eat dick.
Super funny. I love that. Yeah.
Because they were probably like, he probably thinks, so this comedy clip stuff is easy.
Post one clip.
Yeah.
Kind of easy.
I remember you thought that because your first TikTok got like
almost 700,000 views in a day.
And you were like, got it.
I was like, chill. I see you. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
It was just a stitch. I didn't say a single thing in it. It was just me lip syncing pretty much to a joke you were telling. And it got 700,000 views. It was fucking hilarious. I was like, damn, this shit's in a bag.
Here's what really I was super happy for you, but what twisted the knife a little bit. That same clip, I got like 80,000 views without you next to it.
Yeah.
But you mouthing what I said, 700,000
and zooming in and shaking the camera. It's called art. It's called being an artist, dude.
Fuck off. Fuck.
That says my second comedy clip up right there.
Yeah, what? D-I-C-K dick.
Yeah, I do have a second clip that I want to post, but it's my opener, but I want to show it to you. It's a good one. Like, I like it. You know the opener I'm talking about, like how I open almost every show. Yep. But I like the way it was done. Like, I like the interaction I had with the crowd.
Yeah.
And it's still something that I can do even if I post.
Yeah, I agree.
So
both of them, by the way.
Yeah, 100%.
Both of them.
100%.
A huge shout out one last time to Best Day Brew for the absolute best non-alcoholic beer on the market, but bar none. My language today is not great.
Stroke.
Bar none, best non-alcoholic beer on the market, guys. If you're not drinking Best Day Brew and you're into the NAs, honestly, if you just like the taste of beer, but don't want to be fucked up on a Tuesday afternoon, you could drink a 6-pack of this. You'll just pee, but it'll taste real good. Real good.
Yeah.
They have so many amazing different flavors. I'm an IPA guy. I sip on them all the time, man. When I'm at home working, when I'm in the backyard watching Indiana Jones poop. Yeah, you heard me. Best Day Brew is without a doubt. And not only that, I keep saying this over and over again. Small company refuses to sell to the big guys, keeps the quality at a top notch. Support this small business. Best Day Brew, everybody. All right, listen, dude.
Okay.
We can get back into comedy, but you know how much I like weird shit.
Yeah. Had you seen this before I texted you about it?
Yeah, dude, I posted about it yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. Okay.
Because yesterday I'm going to start doing Weird Shit Wednesdays.
Oh, nice.
And so my first post was about somebody in Vegas who was putting cowboy hats on pigeons.
I did see that. Yes.
And people kept tagging me as Josh Wolf, is this you? I'm like, fucking no. But adorable.
Yeah, but also kind of wish it was you.
Yeah. And I wish they weren't gluing the hats to the pigeons.
Oh, they're gluing them to the pigeons? Oh, that's kind of sad.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Maybe like a strong tape.
I found that out later. And by the way, I love it when I post a headline, people always get in on me. Well, the pigeons actually... Do you guys think I read the articles about cowboy hats on pigeons?
No.
I'm just taking the headline and thinking it's funny, everybody. So when you're like, Article 6, Section 5, fuck off. It's a pigeon with a cowboy hat.
It's pretty great.
Yeah, I am not reading the article. I'm just posting silly, okay? Yeah. But so then, like 2 hours later, somebody sent me the raccoon. And I was like, well, hold my beer, pigeons.
Yeah, gonna have to watch this.
Yeah, so I had to post that. But I hadn't seen the video. I just posted the article.
Oh, okay.
And then I watched the video, dude.
Video's the best.
And so, guys, for those of you who don't know, in Ohio, a woman was pulled over. She had expired whatever, and she got arrested. And the guy, I don't know who these two people are, but the cop with the camera on, he went to look in the car, and there was a raccoon holding a meth pipe.
Yes. Indeed.
By the way, there were two pipes. Did you see?
Yeah, the one that he had in his hand that was clean.
Yeah.
And then the one that the raccoon had that was used.
Was trying to take a hit off the raccoon.
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean, the raccoon was trying to take a hit off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got to tell you. Okay, should we just watch it?
Yeah, I love this video.
All right,
this video's great.
Let's watch it.
As what?
Oh my God.
Her meth pipe. He's playing with the meth pipe right now. No, don't reach for it.
Can you pause it for a second?
I don't want him to have that.
That's why.
So, also, I would suggest if a raccoon has a meth pipe, not reaching for it.
Yeah.
Methy raccoon?
Yeah.
You're going to try to take the raccoon's meth pipe?
They're all kind of methy already.
Yeah, but with actual meth?
Actual meth, yeah.
Feels like a bad move. But this woman whose face is covered up, if you see the video without, she looks like
she's the owner of the car.
No. The owner of the car, the woman already arrested.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, can I tell you why that woman seems to be fine with that raccoon? The woman who got arrested has papers. That is her emotional support raccoon.
No.
Swear to God. That raccoon is an emotional support raccoon for the woman who owns that car. That raccoon has probably smoked meth willingly before.
P.S. No wonder she needs to be calmed down. She's smoking meth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be somebody.
Yeah. It's like the definition of needing to calm down, actually. And the raccoon is probably used to it because that's her raccoon.
By the way.
That's not a regular raccoon. That is a pet raccoon.
By the way, do you know what would not calm me down if I was on meth?
A raccoon.
Good Lord.
They are cute, though.
Yeah, too, but no. I need something slower moving.
I want a pet raccoon.
I don't need anything. Honestly, you know what's not going to make me feel better? Anything with thumbs that could open the door. I need.
That's fair.
I need. Yeah,
that's fair.
I still need to feel like I'm smarter than my emotional support animal.
Yeah. I mean, you're smarter than a raccoon. Maybe not on meth, but like most people are smarter than a raccoon.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, that's the best part is that raccoon's not just a random raccoon. That's like a pet raccoon.
Yeah.
That is to the person. That's awesome.
Hey, I'm going to do it. Hey, buddy.
Huh?
Look at that little rack. And he's holding.
You're on. He'll be here in 2 minutes. I'm right across from my house.
He's just.
A few minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what she's smoking meth in.
Look at that raccoon.
The raccoon's playing with her meth pipe.
All right.
So what's funny is that like, cop or not, as soon as you see a raccoon playing with a meth pipe,
you laugh.
We're all people.
We're all laughing.
Yeah, he's like, hey, everybody.
Yeah.
The raccoon's playing with a meth pipe.
Yeah. It's all fun. It's all serious until a raccoon picks up a meth pipe. Then it's all fun and games.
And just the title of the video, Pet Raccoon Caught with Meth Pipe During Traffic Stop in Ohio, is one of the best headlines. First of all, Pet Raccoon caught with meth pipe
could have been the end of it.
Yeah, dude. But the fact that they were driving around together and look at her windows. It's like,
she don't have windows. They're like bars or tape.
Dude, you know what it's like? It's like a NASCAR. It's like the General Lee.
Yeah.
Did you see the woman?
No.
Yeah,
no,
dude, she does not look. The woman right here near the car looks methy.
I thought she was the driver.
Yeah,
She's super methed out.
The one who got arrested.
Extra methy?
No, to quote Joey Diaz, what are they cutting this shit with, butter? She was a bigger...
she was a bigger meth user.
Yeah, dude, I'm always surprised when I see heavier methy people.
It's crazy. Well, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, because I'm thinking about my time in the nut house.
Yeah.
Most of the meth heads were not, but there was one
dude
who was built like a Krispy Kreme donut. Like dead ass.
But dude, you remember I told you I did meth once by accident.
I also did.
You did?
I will for sure say, after doing research, did do a batch of cocaine. That was a bag of cocaine that was laced with meth.
Oh, you did the whole thing. You did the whole bag though.
In a night before I got on a flight with you.
How do I
know?
Yeah.
Because now I know, I've done my research. If you look at it in the light and you turn it and it gives a bluish tint off it, which is cocaine is not supposed to do because it's a powdery substance. If it gives a fish scale like or a bluish tint off of it, it's got meth.
Well,
and I did that. I didn't know until after, but also I thought back on it after and it was like, I've never had my nose hurt that much.
That's what it was for me.
And do you remember that time when I came to the airport and was like, dude, I just sat in the shower and I was fully clothed and I tried to steam myself up and I was like really, that was that time. I was really fucked up. It was that time.
So I one time thought it was coke and it was straight meth.
Never done straight meth.
It was rough, but I didn't eat for 2 days. So when I see fat meth heads, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Nope. Zero.
It makes zero sense to me.
Complete opposite of what it should be.
Yeah.
Did I never tell you that?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm so glad you didn't.
Well, I did.
He's trying to smoke it.
He's so excited, dude. This dude is so...
All right, enough fun and games.
Yeah, you hear him? He goes, enough fun. Come on, man. Give me the drugs.
He's done.
Holy hell.
That's the crazy thing, dude.
Yeah, he's on his way here.
Keep an eye. She was trying to take the meth.
Okay,
yeah, that's good.
He's done enough traffic stops. They're all mundane, but you know he went right back to the station. Was like, get everybody over here right now.
You're never gonna believe what I just did.
Yeah. Okay. Let me ask you a question.
So funny.
Do you think if you went back to the station and he was like, I'm going to give you 3 guesses, what animal we found in a car with a meth pipe?
Raccoon's my only guess.
Only guess?
Raccoon, possum, something else with thumbs.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's nothing else with thumbs that could be a household animal.
I know. I'm definitely, my first guess is dog. Like if somehow it's got it propped up.
Nah, my first guess is raccoon.
I go dog, cat.
You're going just basic household animals. Nah.
Well, that's what people usually have in their car.
No, but if ask the question you just asked me.
Yeah.
Again, ask it again.
What animal is smoking out of a meth pipe?
Cat or dog is what you first go to.
Honestly, cat.
0 chance. No. Raccoon. Very first, if I'm going, somebody has a pet something, we're in Ohio.
Cat.
We're in Ohio. Raccoon.
Why Ohio? Is it the Ohio?
No, I'm just saying, there's certain states where if we were in LA, I'd be like, maybe a cat.
Coyote.
Stop it. But that's
methy coyote.
But that's my point. You're saying in Ohio, your first thought is cat up in the north where there's some actual wilderness.
First of all, I don't think Ohio's the north.
North-ish.
Midwest?
Are they north-ish?
Okay.
Midwestern North? Northern Midwest?
By the way, that right away, our geography knowledge.
Oh, do we have to do a 50 states thing?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get more than 32.
Honestly, you're probably right. The East Coast is where I'm fucked.
Oh, yeah, but the East Coast I got.
Right.
I got straight down the coast.
Correct.
I can do the borders like that. It's the middle.
Oh, I could do the border. I can do the border from Texas over to the left. And I can even
only 3 states.
I can go down to Florida. I can pretty much, I think, get all the way up to Maryland, and then I'm fucked. I'm fucked in the top
New
right.
England. You can't.
I'm fucked in New England. Yeah, for sure. For sure. They're so small. I could get Massachusetts. I know what Massachusetts looks like.
Honestly, when you fill out the map, they're all so small. If you just all kind of write them in there, they all kind of overlap, and you can be like, no, that's where I meant it to be.
No. You have to draw a line outwards. If we're doing the test, you're drawing a line outwards, so we know what you're talking about.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
Okay. But if you do 32 states,
dude, 32 I think is generous.
If you naming them or putting them on the map,
I can name all 50 in alphabetical order.
I don't believe you.
I'll do it right now.
I fucking
Alabama, Alaska.
Wait a second.
Are you going to pull something up to test me?
No, I'm going to put some money on it.
You don't think I can name all the states in alphabetical order?
Right now?
Right now.
No.
Oh my God. How much money? I'll put any amount of money on it. I'll put my whole entire paycheck this weekend on it.
I got 20 on it.
I'll put my whole entire paycheck.
I got 20 on it.
Okay, great.
Okay, now, so you can't go back. You're saying right now, in order, you can do 50.
Yeah. And I want to make sure. Actually, no, I'm not even going to ask for clarification on this. That's your, because when
you're about to, here's the clarification on the bet. You're going to right now name 50 states in a row alphabetically, no stopping, no going back.
Correct.
None of that shit.
Correct. Ready?
All right.
Alabama.
Oh, you're going to sing it, you mother...
Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut.
Break it on down.
Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana.
Okay.
Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Wyoming. Shout out my sister for teaching me that song.
By the way,
give me that shit.
If I had known you were going to sing it, I would have known you'd be able to do it. Because one thing that you definitely can do is memorize lyrics.
Oh my God.
To a song.
I mean, I could have still done it. It would have been harder. It would have taken me way longer to just say it because I would have had to tune it in my head. But I can't believe that's what I was going to. That was my clarification question was, can I sing it? But then I was like, no, wait, fuck it. Because he's going to say no. So I'm not even going to ask.
Why did you have to end on Wyoming with 2 middle fingers?
Because you tested me and I won.
Okay. Well, so
yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. Now, again, shout out Caitlin for teaching me that.
How many of the capitals do you think you could do?
Oof. That one's harder.
Yeah.
I think my girlfriend can get like 40 out of 50 of them. She's really good.
What if I gave you a list of all the capitals, but didn't tell you what states they went in?
Oh, I might be able to do that. Like, I know there's a couple weird ones. Like, I know Tallahassee is Florida. Like,
why is that weird?
Because I feel like Florida, like your capital would be like Orlando. Like some people, like I always sometimes get mixed up where I'm like, oh, it's the biggest city, but it's not. Like Sydney isn't even the capital of Australia. It's fucking Canberra or something like that. Not a state. You get my point, though.
Yeah.
Like my point is like,
if you like New York isn't the capital of New York.
Correct.
So that was 50 nifty United States. 50 nifty United States from the 13 original colonies.
Shout 'em, spout 'em, tell all about 'em. One by one. I don't know the two. Yeah, I don't know after that. That's about it.
Dude, that is pretty impressive. All right.
I've known that song for 15 years.
Well, you nailed that, dude.
Oh, I know I did.
You nailed that.
Yeah. Killed it.
I know we talked about this walking in. I was telling you how excited, by the way, that I am to see 3 movies in theaters. And then you said one of the more ridiculous things I've ever heard. It's like when people say to me, I don't like comedy. I'm like, what? You don't like to laugh? Like, no, I don't like comedy. You said, I don't like the movie experience. Did you mean it's too expensive to go?
Yeah, it's $100 night on top because it's like not. Yeah.
Okay, that I get. But you don't like going to the theater and seeing a movie?
Well, I will say also the only good theater that's near us with like reclinable seats is 45 minutes from us. It's an hour drive to get to the movie.
You're not answering my question.
No, going to the movie, sure.
You're like the White House press secretary right now. Do you like going to the fucking movies was the question I asked.
Sure.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. So, but you don't want to go, because I named 3 movies that I wanted to see.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see Sinners.
Yep. Heard it was great.
I heard it was amazing. I want to see Thunderbolts. I heard it was so funny, dude.
I did hear that. Kool-Aid is a reliable source. Kool-Aid said it was good.
I heard it was legit funny. I'll tell you why I wasn't going to go. Because why are you calling it superheroes?
They're degenerates.
They're like regular people.
They're degenerates is what they are.
They're just not real superheroes. But so I was like, do I want to? But Marvel has a pretty good track record.
Yeah.
And so, but dude, Mission Impossible.
It's the last one. It's the Mission Impossible to end all Mission Impossible.
In your mind, so to me, Tom Cruise is like, when I think of movie stars, he's like one of the last ones. Like a movie star.
Dude, talk shit all you want. The man and his...
Who's talking shit?
Well, people, because of the whole Scientology bullshit. And
whatever. He's a fucking weirdo.
He's a nutcase. That's why I say, talk your shit. Like, you could talk your shit all you want. But the man, you look at his resume, young Tom Cruise to even old Tom Cruise. Young Tom Cruise had some fucking hitters.
I'm going to ask you a question. Whose career would you rather have?
Young or old Tom Cruise?
No. Just let me finish my sentence.
I know I like to be shittier questions sometimes.
Sometimes it really bothers the shit.
That's why I do it. I just like to do it on a public standpoint so everybody can see it, not just in private.
Whose career would you rather have? Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt?
Ooh, that's interesting. I mean, look, we're talking just career, not life.
Oh, life, Brad Pitt.
Handsome.
They're both handsome.
Angelina Jolie.
Tom Cruise has had sex with a lot of hot dudes, I'm sure. Nice
try. Yeah. No, that's why I'm
But okay, so here's what I think you would have to decide between. Honestly, Tom Cruise has decided, I'm sure a long time ago, I am going to make I'm going to be a movie star.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be an action movie star. And Brad Pitt has allowed himself to do smaller films.
To kind of diversify his
little bit. Yeah, and Tom
catalog.
Cruise, I think Tom Cruise, like probably the last real independent type thing he did. He did one called Magnolia, which was a great movie, and he just played a small role in it. I think he might have even been up for an Oscar for that. But if you look at these,
dude,
right?
He's got 6 upcoming, 4. He's been in 47 things.
Is he going to be in a movie with Chris Hemsworth?
Au revoir.
Oh, that's a short.
Au revoir. No, okay.
It's a short. But let's think about the tentpole movies. We're talking about Mission Impossible, Top Gun. I think for me,
Risky Business.
I have to add Risky Business.
Got to be in there.
Here's another thing. Tropic Thunder. He hasn't had too many duds.
Edge of Tomorrow was a great fucking movie.
Dude.
Remember that movie?
Incredibly underrated movie.
Edge of Tomorrow is fucking amazing.
But if we're looking at all these, Jerry Maguire, dude, get out of here.
Oh, yeah. Magnolia is the one you were talking about.
But if you go so just stop right there. If you go from Jerry Maguire, First Mission Impossible, Interview with a Vampire, The Firm, A Few Good Men,
Rain Man,
Days of Thunder, 4th of July, Rain Man, fuck off. Color of Money, Cocktail,
Top Gun,
the first Top Gun, all the right moves, Risky Business, The Outsiders.
Yeah,
he has so few tops. I forgot about fucking taps.
Dude, he's got hits.
Dude.
Hits.
Okay. So but it's all generally big
Box office.
Yes.
Bangers.
And I think he decided a long time ago, they're not going to recognize me for my work. I'm not going to get an Oscar. So I'm going to be the last movie star. Dude.
Right.
And think about this. He, in a time when people don't go to the movies, brings people to the movie.
100%. I'm not going to lie. I forgot it was coming out. I will pay to watch Tom Cruise run in a suit.
Dude, you have to see Mission Impossible in the theater.
Yeah.
And you have to see the last one. And I would tell you this, I think movies are too expensive also. But I will pay the money to see Tom Cruise because I know how much of himself he puts. He does his own stunts. He's like
one of two people, honestly, might be the only person left who's doing big stunts like this. Jackie Chan was the only other one who did his own stunts. And by the way, another super underrated film while we're on Jackie Chan real quick, The Foreigner. Did you see The Foreigner with Jackie Chan?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that film was underrated, but so good. And it was one of the very last of like Jackie Chan doing his own stunts because you could see 60, 70-year-old Jackie Chan when he got punched, it hurt.
Dude.
But like Tom Cruise is still one of the only motherfuckers who still does that shit. And big ones. Dude, he was in this new one or the last one where he rode a fucking motorbike off of a cliff.
But here's the thing is that not only does he do his own stunts, but he keeps upping the ante.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see the ones he does.
It's insane.
So here's the thing with Brad Pitt. And they're both great careers, but he allows himself, you know, the one film we did not mention for Tom Cruise, which may be my favorite role of his all time, is Tropic Thunder.
You did say it.
I did.
You did say
Tropic Thunder.
Him as that manager is fucking...
The head of the studio?
Is so good. I didn't know it was him until the very end.
Dude, unbelievable.
So good.
So here's the thing with Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt has more duds than Tom Cruise.
Yes.
Like Bullet Train.
No, fuck you. Bullet Train was so good. Stop it.
Not so
good.
Dude,
Bullet Train was funny. You're telling me you didn't laugh and like Bullet Train?
It was all right.
Stop it.
It was all right.
We should watch it again.
Okay,
Bullet Train.
I'll watch it again.
We got to watch it again. Who did you watch it with?
Your mom.
Let's watch it again.
I did like Lost City, probably more than other people.
Which one was Lost City?
Lost City, he died. But then he didn't die. Then he came back.
Okay. Ad Astra was
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Loved it.
Okay. I loved him. I loved Leo. I thought it was an overrated movie.
Oh, okay. Overrated. Yes. I still liked the movie itself.
Okay.
I will say the rest of these going all the way. The Big Short I heard was really good. Never saw it though. That was The Big Short with like Steve Carell.
Yeah.
Right. That was a huge. Oh, dude. Fury.
Love Fury.
Dude, Fury.
Yeah.
To this day, one of my favorite war movies. So 12 Years a Slave.
I love World War Z.
Yep.
8.
Moneyball. Mom's favorite.
Yep.
Moneyball for sure. Megamind. You starred in that.
Fuck off.
The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
Inglourious Bastards.
Inglourious Bastards. Every Oceans. Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Oh, Every Ocean.
Every Oceans and Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It's huge.
He was a voice on King of the Hill.
Stop right here. He probably was. Yeah. Every Oceans. Fight Club.
One of my favorite.
Fight Club's one of the greater movies.
One of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, dude.
Yep, he was in Friends.
Yeah, Fight Club, hard to beat.
Okay, Meet Joe Black, I loved. Being John Malkovich,
7? What's in the box?
Oh, dude.
Dude!
Legends of the Fall. Interview also.
Yeah, dude.
True Romance, one of my favorite roles of his.
Yeah, dude.
True Romance is one of my favorite movies of all time.
You've told me that before, I'm pretty sure.
Have you not seen True Romance?
No, I think you showed it to me. Who else is in that other than Brad Pitt?
Christian Slater.
I think you showed me True Romance.
James Gandolfini, Michael Rappaport. What's the...
yeah, these are all now like one-off TV
Gary
shows.
Oldman. I'm looking at this. This feels way more diverse.
So much more diverse.
A river runs through it. God damn. But
dude, just alone, can I be honest? Just alone, 7, All the Oceans, and Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and Fight Club?
Mm-hmm.
That's hard to beat. But then you go to Tom Cruise with every Mission Impossible, Risky Business, Top Gun. It's hard, dude. That's a hard career to pick.
So which one? You got to pick one.
I don't know if I can pick based off career.
What?
I don't know. I think if I pick Tom Cruise, I'm okay with people I'm okay with knowing that people think I'm a one-trick pony.
Yeah,
but he's not.
No, he's a brilliant.
He's
actor.
a brilliant actor.
Yes.
But if I'm Brad Pitt, my resume speaks for itself. Also, you're right. He's done a lot of duds. He's done a lot of
here's why
not great ones.
Here's why I'm picking Brad Pitt. Because you get to be River Runs Through It, but you also get to be California crazy. He was fucking bananas in California. And you get Legends of the Fall. Legends of the Fall had every variation of Brad Pitt that you could want. It had war short hair Brad Pitt. It had Indian Brad Pitt. It had on the farm Brad Pitt. It had all the Brad Pitts. It had all the facial hair Brad Pitts and all the hair Brad Pitts.
Yeah, it had every character.
Every Brad Pitt you need is in that one movie.
And you know another movie that I forgot that I didn't see on here? Troy.
Oh yeah,
it's a great fucking movie. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Troy is a great fucking movie.
Not a great movie, but
there it is.
A good movie. I
Mr. and
am
Mrs. Smith.
picking Pitt.
I'm picking Pitt too.
Are you?
Yeah. It's just diversity, man. Tom Cruise, here's the thing. This is the only similarity between Tom Cruise and Sandler. Tom Cruise and Sandler has made his, and this is my opinion, and this is no bag on Adam Sandler or Tom Cruise. Let me get that shit straight right now.
Yeah, and by the way, watch your tongue around Sandler. I know. To me, Sandler to me is the top of the heap.
And this is nothing against Sandler, but Sandler, if you look at the track record, has played the same character for the last couple years. And when I say last couple years, I mean it's how he made his company. It's like that's the character he's played.
No, but what he does, which is genius, is he does one for them and one for him. Right. So he does one Happy Gilmore.
Correct.
But then he does, what's the gems? Uncut Gems.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
He does. One for you, one for me, one for you, one for me.
But that Uncut Gems for me was when I saw Sandler, I was like, oh dude, Sandler came out of his bag to be like, hey, don't forget, I'm one of the greatest of all time. Dude, and then went back in his bag.
Did you and I watch Funny People together? Were we watching that one with him and Seth Rogen?
No.
In the hotel room.
Oh, yeah. Just recently.
Yep. And so, like, for me, yeah. Ooh.
But like for me, Sandler has played kind of that, like 50 First Dates, Grown Ups, like Happy Gilmore. He's played that character for a long time. But he went in his bag for Uncut Gems, showed everybody, hey, don't forget, I'm still one of the greatest. Don't leave me out of this conversation. But I'm gonna go back to making $1 gazillion the way I want to make $1 gazillion.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is the same thing. He's not the same thing, but the same kind of principle. He's like, people know this is what I'm known for. So these are the movies that I'm going to make.
Yeah.
But every now and then, or like you look back, like Risky Business, if it's not typical. Is Risky typical Tom Cruise? Like
Risky, if we look at, you can't count that because that's at the beginning of his career.
Right. Okay.
But yes, it is because Tom Cruise does movie star shit.
Yeah.
And he doesn't, that's why that movie Magnolia is such a difference for him, because it was just like he was one of the cast.
Okay, so if I'm picking Pitt. I'm picking
Pitt too.
I'm picking Pitt for, like, truthfully, from 1999 to 2008, I'm picking Pitt.
It's pretty great.
Dude, from 99, starting at Fight Club, going up, Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, Troy, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Ocean's 13.
Yeah.
It's hard, dude.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah. It's tough to pick. But I'm with you on Pitt.
Both careers are great careers. There's nothing from that. Both careers are outstanding.
Yeah, stop it.
Yeah. Real good.
Dude, you told me something today that I had no idea happened, that I have so much respect for. First of all, Jacob and I are both huge Celtic fans.
Oh, yeah?
And the Celtics down 0-2. But look at me right now. I'm saying this right now. Not flinching. They're going to win the series.
Is it disappointing that we lost both games like that when we should be up 2-0?
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
But am I worried about Jalen Brunson and McCall Bridges beating us 2 more times? No.
Listen,
dude.
But I am also not going to be Paul Pierce.
No, dude.
Tell everybody what Paul Pierce is.
So, I don't know. For those of you who don't know, it's been all over social media this morning. Paul Pierce last night on his talk show with whoever it was before the game said if the Celtics lose game 2, he will be walking to work in the morning in his bathrobe and bare feet. This morning, before the sun even came out, Paul Pierce videotaped on his Instagram story walking out of his house for an 8.5 8-hour walk into work from Encino this morning. I want to pull the videos. Like,
dude, respect. Respect,
but
Paul
like
Pierce.
legit. Like everyone's like, is this real? And KG pulled up next to him. He had LA fans see him on the side of the road. It's funny because he said on his story, I got to put my shades on so people don't know who I am. Dude, you're a 6'7" ginormous human in a bathrobe walking down main streets in California. You're going to get noticed.
Well, he doesn't probably blend in too easy.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's also looks like the most well-kept together homeless dude in the city of LA.
Walking around in this bathrobe. Yeah. And there are people like that is a well-groomed homeless dude.
And $8,000 glasses.
Yeah.
And the robe itself probably costs more than my rent.
Yes,
like,
for sure.
Well,
for sure.
You're not blending in. Also, dude, when you post it on your story, people are going to know where you are.
But you told me he walked 8 hours.
That was what the update was. Like, he walked 8.5 hours into work. That's what we were looking at. I kept up with it all the way until I came into the podcast. So if you want, I'd love to go check and see the update. But I can show you like his whole fucking takeaway so far.
I have so much respect for the commitment to the bit.
Yeah.
The commitment to the bit is really what we're talking about here. It's top notch.
Dude, it's top notch. There's not a lot of dude, I would say 9 out of 10 people, had they said that the day before, I'd have been like, dude, I'm not walking into work. Paul Pierce is that 1 out of 10 who legitimately.
What's the longest
walked into
you've ever walked?
In a straight line or just in a day? Because I've done 5 Coachellas. That's a lot of walking.
Do you have your steps on? Do you know how much you walked?
My phone's always on me, so my phone always counts all my steps.
So what's the most, you know?
I mean, dude, there's production days where I've done 30,000 steps.
What's this? That's like 12 miles?
Something like that. There's production days, like when I was in Panama, dude, 30,000 steps. Daily.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, fuck you. I've done production where I've done that, anywhere between 20 and 30,000. On production, my average was 16K because I wouldn't stop moving. And then on like field days where we had to like go and actually do shit, it was 25,000 steps. It was a lot, dude. And then, but Coachella, music festivals, a lot, probably also. I'd probably say upwards of, are you going to chug that whole thing while looking at me? Just not expect me not to acknowledge it whatsoever? Like, eventually I was going to let you break, but like, what are we doing over there? Jesus. What the fuck?
I was going to keep drinking it until you said something. I was like, man, I hope I don't have to finish this whole bottle.
I almost made you finish the whole bottle because I was like, damn, he ain't going to stop unless I say something. And I was like, fuck, I should probably just make him finish the whole thing.
Oh, dude, I was like, oh, I hope he says something. I'm getting full. I was going to commit to the bit.
I know you were. That's why I was like, I might as well make him drink the whole thing, but I decided not to.
You're such a good person.
Yeah, I could tell you were struggling. Like you're when you were looking at me, your eyes widened. You were like, please say something. And I was like, I don't know.
Dude, I was in LA yesterday.
Oh, for Haunted Homies. Yeah, how was that?
Amazing. Well, by the way, guys, if you're in LA, we do a show called Haunted Homies down there once a month. It's such a phenomenal live experience.
Mm-hmm.
So much fun. Last night it was me, Elton Castee, Brad Williams, Jeremiah Watkins, Jason Nat.
Yeah.
The whitest show I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
It was white.
Yeah. White. Super white. Like Gary, Indiana white.
Yeah, it was white.
Oh my God.
It was super white and worst boy band ever, for sure.
You'd have to pay me to see that boy band.
And I saw Skinny Vinny there.
Yeah, Vinny's my guy, dude. I love Vinny.
Can I tell you what? So we were talking.
He really is getting skinny, by the way.
We were talking about regrets. You know, so the show it's called Haunted Homies. And then, so people, it used to be just be ghost stories and it's opened it up. And so we invite people on the show with Elton and I, and they tell stories. It can be ghost stories or about things that have haunted them. Maybe something they regret, something that happened to them when they were a kid that haunted them. A bad haircut, a bad first date, whatever they want to talk about, right?
Yeah.
And Brad Williams told the story. Brad is a dwarf. He told the story about having sex with a 6'2" volleyball player.
Huh.
Which was interesting. But
how'd that go?
You'll have to wait till the show gets posted.
Like climbing a tree?
It was a fascinating story.
I'm very curious, actually.
Yeah. I don't know when it'll drop. We shot last night. I think Elton takes a month.
Are we talking about the video or Brad from the 6'2" woman?
It's the video of the show.
You didn't.
Yeah,
okay.
not the video of Brett.
No, I just meant like Brad literally dropping off of the 6'2" woman, like falling off of her.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Like a jungle gym.
Yeah, that was the.
But Skinny Vinny told the story. We were like, does anybody have any regrets? And Skinny Vinny was like, I had sex with a little person once. And I was like, is that the regret? He was like, no, it was great. This is the craziest regret of all. I was like, this is your biggest regret in life?
Yeah, what was the regret after?
Do you want to know what the regret was?
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Okay. The regret. Oh my God. This was his biggest regret.
Great. Let's hear it.
Yeah. Was that she asked him to urinate in her mouth and he said no.
That's his biggest regret?
That's what I said. I was like, that's what you wake up at night going, damn it.
By the way, that's crazy from the person that's coming from.
Yes.
Because Vinny is 7 years sober. By the way, what a great individual, runs a great amount of, helps with the program and runs a great amount of houses in the LA area. I have nothing but respect for my man, Vinny.
Yes.
However, knowing brief things from Vinny's past, that's his biggest regret, is not pissing in the mouth of a little person.
Yeah. It feels like if I had that opportunity and didn't do it, it would be so far down the list of things that I don't even know if I would consider it a regret.
No,
just maybe even like a bummer.
Yeah, I would. Honestly, it'd be more of a bummer that you were just in that situation. Period.
I would regret that she asked me to do it.
That's where I'm at. Yeah. That I even ended up in that scenario. That's what I regret. Yeah. That's kind of where I was going. Also, I was like, I don't know. I'm happy about the choices that I've made to be in this position.
Do you have any big
baseball?
regrets?
Not continuing to play baseball. I was talking with Iman about that literally the other day. Said it's probably top 3 biggest regrets in my life.
What is?
Not playing baseball anymore.
Oh,
when I was in high school.
Oh yeah. What year did you stop? How old were you?
Freshman year. It was 15.
And when you were talking to Iman about it, what were you like? What were you saying?
I feel it stemmed from something else. It stemmed from, I'm watching this new show called The Rookie with your boy Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, he's killer in it. Love him.
That's like 3 seasons, isn't it?
7.
7.
It's still filming. There's new episodes coming out right now.
By the way, we used to go over to Nathan.
I know. I was telling you on. I've been to his house. He was a big Halo player. I remember correctly.
A couple different houses you and I have been to.
We went to that one, but then there was also a couple guys from Big Bang Theory were at one of his parties. I'm pretty sure McLovin showed up to one of the parties also.
Right. So that was when you were a little older. When you were younger, we went to his in Studio City. We went to one of his barbecues also.
No, that house in the hills was nice. I liked that party. That was a fun party. Yeah, but I was also 14, something like that. But also shout out Nathan.
A super nice guy.
Super nice guy. Yep. Great in this fucking show.
But he's
also hilarious. God damn it.
He's a legit funny dude. And one of the few actors who, like, if you have him on your TV show, it's probably going to do well.
Yeah. He's consistent.
Dude, Castle to The Rookie.
Consistent.
Pretty great.
That is the definition of consistency.
There aren't too many people that have been working like that for that long.
No. How many seasons of Castle were there? 8?
A lot.
A gazillion?
A lot.
To go from that straight into another one that's going to go for 10 seasons?
Yeah.
Good for you, dude. Holy shit. By the way, love the show. Love it. But there's a storyline about one of the cops and his wife, but he's no longer together with his wife because his wife was a cop, but then she got addicted to drugs. There's a whole thing with that. But in one of the episodes, she was talking about, she brought him to the rehab center she was in, and she was on step 9, which is like making amends. And that partially triggered me. So I skipped through it. I'll tell you why it triggered me right now. It triggered me because that whole internal dialogue I have of that I'm a quitter, dropped out of college, quit baseball, didn't finish the program. But, eventually I come to terms with all of those stuff. All of those things I've come to terms with, which was you go your own path. Everybody's path is different. And especially with the program, everybody's path is different. And so I have come to terms with that in myself. But at the same time, with quitting the step and not finishing the steps and quitting the program, I feel like I gypped my loved ones out of that amends. But also at the same time, that's just my inner self. I know I haven't. I know I've done my apologies. I've said my part to everybody I affected during my addiction. The main people I affected during my addiction were you guys and my lovely girlfriend. Other than that, everybody else was kind of just along for the ride. I didn't really in my eyes, I look back on that addiction. Maybe the open mic comics because I fed their addiction. But other than that, like that would be my only thing because it's little or big, right? The thing that I did for them is I did not help them get their shit together. I would leave early and come with extra drugs so that we could all do drugs together. Yeah. I fed everyone's addiction. That was not my best move. And so I apologize for that. I've apologized to you guys. I've apologized to Iman. I've made my amends. I've done my part. And for me, I didn't need the steps for that. I just, at that time, part of me was like, did I jip people out of what they were supposed to get? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it kind of triggered me a little bit right there. But then I kind of started not spiraling, but going deeper into where I was feeling. And just like, I was like, it's not a deep regret. I was like, it's not a regret like me regretting I stopped playing baseball. She was like, what? And then I went into that. And I was like, yeah, I was like, me quitting baseball at 15 is top 3, maybe top 2 biggest regrets of my life. 100%.
What's the other one?
I don't know. Probably just doing drugs.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably be in there. Okay. But I haven't, I didn't really think about it at that.
When you say you regret it, what is it about? Like, because you loved doing it?
I still love the game.
Yeah.
It was my outlet. It was like what I loved doing.
Yeah.
And I am mad at myself for letting asshole high school kids and politics get in the way of what I love to do.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. But also I did kind of come to terms with, if there are kids who are on this team that are not better than me, but are on this team because their parents are donating more money, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
It's not going to matter how good I am. I'm fucked. Which honestly kind of was the truth at that point in time at that school.
I honestly don't know about that, but
I do know about that.
I do know that you feel that way about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That you feel that. For me, two of my, for this reason, when you're a parent, you really have to decide. So you have to decide when it comes to stopping things, how you're going to let that happen. And so I never wanted to dictate, you have to do this. My only deal, your mom and I, was that once you start, you can't quit midway.
Yeah.
You got to, so you hated soccer. You wanted to stop second game, and we were like, nah, you got to finish the season.
No, I love it.
But you hated it. Mm-hmm. You walked off, you took off the jersey, you handed it to me, and you said, I'm never playing this sport again.
Yeah.
And I said, okay.
And I didn't.
And the same thing with the musical instrument, like all that stuff. You started, and you had to get through the initial thing that either if it was lessons that we bought or the, stand-up bass that you played. Yep. You had to get through the initial thing. And the two things that I remember your mom and I having long talks about if we were going to let you stop, was baseball. And we both were like, he's going to regret this. I remember the conversation. And that's the only reason we talked about it, was I was like, he's really going to look back and be upset with himself.
Mm-hmm.
And she thought the same thing. But we also, look, you get to decide if you want to play baseball or not.
Yeah.
The other one, honestly, was one where I wanted you to keep doing it because I knew it was good for you.
Football? No,
martial arts. I kept you in there 2 years longer than you wanted to be in.
What, in Krav?
So after Taekwondo, you were ready to stop. And I was like, no. And so, so you didn't want to do another one. I made you. And then you really liked Krav.
Yeah, I did. But also I had friends there.
You really liked it, right?
That was the big one.
Yep.
And also Junior.
Yes.
Junior was the biggest part of why I liked Krav. Shout out my teacher.
For sure. I hope we see him again in Indiana.
Yeah, dude. When he pulled up on that table, when he was like, you don't remember me? And I was like, wait. I was like, dude, I don't know whether to hug you or grapple right now. Like, what are we supposed to do? Yeah, it was good to see him.
But I regret letting you stop that because it was, dude, it was so good for you. It was so good for you.
Yeah, but I went into high school and I wanted to play sports, so I didn't have time for extracurriculars.
Yeah, I know.
That was the deal.
Yeah.
That I remember that. You told me you didn't want me to stop, but I told you I want to play high school sports.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have time to do this bullshit.
Yeah, I could have kept you in there one day a week easy.
I wouldn't have enjoyed it. I stopped enjoying it.
I know. I still regret it. That's why we let you stop. You stopped enjoying it.
I stopped having fun.
Yep. I'm with you.
That's when you let me stop.
Yeah, except I was like, yeah, this is the one thing.
Oh, do you know better than me?
Well, here's the thing. I was like, this is the one thing. I don't care if he's having a good time. Everything's not about fun. This is about sometimes you have to do things. This was the lesson that I wanted to teach you that I don't know that you have learned yet. Sometimes you have to do things that aren't fun, that you don't like to do to get to where you want to be.
Okay, but that as you're trying to apply that to a 14-year-old for extracurricular activities. Yeah, that seems like the wrong place to do that.
The martial arts helped your discipline.
That's not the point, dude. Yeah. You are forced. The thought in your head. You know what you sound like to me? You sound like the parents who force their kids to play baseball every summer.
Well, dude, I obviously didn't make you do it.
No, but you're regretting not doing it, which means you still have that in your head.
I think it would have been good for you.
No. I think you and I would have fought. I think you and I would not have had the relationship we do now if you would have forced me to do something I didn't want to do.
Well, this is one of the tenets of when you're a parent, right? Like, it's one of the things that here's the thing, like, when you're a kid, it was like when we made you switch schools. You're flying by the seat of your pants decisions. You're flying by the fucking seat. The day you realize that your parents were just winging it because they had no idea, I guess we're just going to do what we think works.
Yeah.
And so that was what your mom and I tried to do, is we tried to be like, okay, this is how we're going to parent. We got to be consistent with it. Those two things were the ones where we kind of bumped up against what we want to do. Now, your mom was 100% with you. She was like, he didn't want to do it. So he's done, and he's done it for 8 years, and he's done. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, but this is going to be good for him later in life. And she was like, no, it'll be his decision to pick it up.
Yep. I will say, I disagree with you on that one, but I do wish you both would have kept me playing baseball.
Well, baseball was the absolute other one because
I loved baseball.
But you were miserable, dude.
Well, after that freshman year,
you were miserable.
I was defeated.
You were miserable. You didn't like going to the one-on-one with Joe or the pitching coach anymore.
Well, it's because Joe was
It doesn't matter, dude. You either Joe or the pitching coach. You didn't like go.
The Angels coach?
You stopped wanting to go, dude. And so I wasn't.
I thought he moved.
Yeah, but there was another guy that took over out there.
Oh.
And you just didn't want to do it. It broke your
spirit.
Yeah. And so it's so funny. I had the opposite on that. I was like, yeah, this is something he loved, and it broke his heart, and I don't think he wants to do it anymore.
Yeah, I never fully recovered from that. Well, I mean, I did, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I was 0 for 2 on sports teams that year. And then I made track. And then I got bullied for that.
Yeah.
And then I got bullied for being on the football team the next year. And I got bullied for running track again that next year.
Dude, here's something that I would put to you. I would put to you that idea that you have in your head, and I know you have it in your head because you've mentioned it more than a few times, about seeing yourself as a quitter. It is so easy to change. Just the next, like I would pick something, whether it's the gym or whatever, or whether it's writing, whether it's getting up at 8 a.m. from here on out, just pick something easy.
I've been up at 8 the last 3 days.
Just pick something easy and do it, and write it down every day. This is what I'm going to do. And then every day, at the end of the day, check it off. It is the easiest way, because you're looking at it. You're like, oh, I did that. Oh, I did. I'm still doing that. It is the easiest way to change that perspective of yourself that you have of yourself. And I know you have of yourself because you've mentioned it many times. And it's a bummer from where I sit because it probably doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
You know, it probably doesn't feel good. And so it's a bummer from where I sit because I don't want, you know, it breaks my heart a little bit that you think like that about yourself.
Yeah, but I always get over it really fast. Like I've come to,
But it's in there.
yeah, sure.
You're not over it because it keeps coming up.
It gets re-triggered by other things. Yeah.
Yes.
But like, even if I was over it, if I feel that like if something happens where it triggers that same feeling again, whether I'm over it or not, it's still going to come up.
Yeah. Not when you're over it, it doesn't come up. That's what getting over it means.
Is anybody really truly over anything?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's part of the beauty of it. Yeah. So I would, you start small. I think one of the big things, I mean, I equate everything to the gym, but one of the big things, like when I used to train people, I'd be like, let's be realistic. And this wasn't, you know.
When did you train people?
In Seattle.
Really?
Yeah. But I would be like, listen, let's be realistic. How much time are you putting in? What do you want to look like? How much time are you putting in? And then let's just be consistent. And that's it. And that's it's the best way for you to get out of that. I don't finish things. If you go, I'm going to do all of this, then you don't. Nobody does. Nobody goes from 0 to 100. I'm going to do all of this. And then you don't. And then you subconsciously, you're making yourself a liar to yourself, which is insidious. That is a tough one to get over.
Yeah.
So just do yourself a favor, dude. Start super small.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just start going to the gym with me.
No. Zero chance. Zero chance. Did you get my text about getting me my own hotel room this weekend? Because I'm still like recovering from the sickness.
The sickness.
Getting down with the sickness.
Yeah, I got you your own hotel room.
I just don't want to get you sick. Like,
yeah, I'm with that, dude.
Legitimately.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm wearing a mask on the plane tonight. That's how
you are.
That's how precautious I'm about to be.
The whole time
while I'm sleeping? Yeah. Definitely.
You're going mask. Yeah. I can't wait for someone to say something to you.
I can't wait till they do, so I can stand up and slap a motherfucker. Like
that is.
Can't wait. I can't wait.
You should tell you with the mask on. You should be like, "How dare you talk to Miles Teller like that?"
I'm just gonna write "fuck off" on my mask. Fuck off, and then I'm gonna pull. Then I'm gonna pull up the mask, and it's another mask that says "Don't talk to me," and so it'll be one over my eyes and one over my mouth.
You should write "Patient 0." This is where it started.
Hilarious. I actually think I know where it started. Ready? So Lights Out. Ready? Lights Out was a show I was on.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. In December, before we went for Christmas break, our production coordinator for the show, Carrie, had just come back from where? China.
You think she started it?
Dude, she was dead sick when she got back. We've been making the joke for years.
Yeah.
But Carrie was dead sick when she got back. And I swear, she went down and then everybody else went down. I went down when I got back from London in February. Like, I swear Carrie was patient 0.
Tell everybody about the package we got.
Shout out to Uno's Jerky, guys. Sent us a huge package. I ate a couple of these bags already at home. I only have 3 in here left because I've eaten all of them.
What flavors?
There was just the regular shook. There was like a lime one, which I really enjoyed. Hold on, there's so many of them. There's mango habanero was the one that I really liked. I left like one of each package in here, but there was like 3 different flavors. I've eaten all of them almost. I left the plain ones for you though. So.
Thank you. Let me try one. Are they both plain?
Yeah, well, those are the shook ones. So like, I think those are the plain ones because the other ones were just mango habanero and other flavors. So, does it have marinade on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows? If you guys just have straight jerky with no seasoning on it.
My tummy's.
He's got tummy issues. But thank you guys again. I'm going to eat the rest of these when I get home. I just wanted to bring in and shout them out and say thank you guys for that. That's a dick move. And also, you know what's a dick move? You completely finessed me out of talking about the one thing I wanted to talk about today.
I didn't finesse you. I just completely I forgot.
Dude, I did so much fucking research too.
Let's do 10 minutes on it.
Look at all this shit that I did.
Holy shit.
I did so much research.
Well,
I did so much research.
You know me. I'm just talking. I didn't finesse you.
Well, no, you didn't finesse me, but I finessed myself. I will do this next week. I have the information. And guess what? It's not fucking changing. The tariffs everybody's getting fucked. Okay. That's all I'm gonna talk about.
Jacob has gone. He's
dude. You say every week, bring something in you are passionate and want to talk about.
Yes.
You know what I'm passionate and want to talk about?
Yeah.
The fact that all of our lives are going to crumble right in front of us.
Okay. Here's what I told him. And by the way, it's not that I don't like, we can talk politics all we want. The reason I don't talk about it is because I differentiate between things that I think and things that I know. And I will talk about things that I think with people that I know, not in public, because I just think. I don't know. I refuse to talk about huge issues unless I could speak fluently in a well-rounded way. And I'm not interested enough in things like that to well-round myself. I talk about them all the time, guys. I don't want you to think when I'm at the house with Beth or my friends, I talk about what I think, but if I don't know it, I'm not getting on here and pretending like I do.
Well, you'll be educating yourself over the next couple of weeks.
And that's why I've stopped you before, dude. I haven't stopped you before because I don't want you to talk about it. What I tell you is don't bring in TikTok facts.
Yeah. Oh, I got all. Yeah, I did. I went on.
Yeah,
I went
bring
on
in some facts.
I got some facts. I got some facts from the day these tariffs went in to facts about what's happening right the fuck now. Just so you know, the CEO of the Port of Los Angeles says we have 5 to 7 weeks.
I was there. Yep.
No. We have 5 to 7 weeks until the stores are empty, is what the American retailers are telling everyone. We have 5 to 7 weeks before the shelves are empty.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all I got.
Yeah, and I don't mind us talking about that, but you remember the text you sent me earlier was like, they're empty.
There are shelves that are empty throughout the country. They're not empty everywhere, but they're in Texas. Costco shelves are empty. Also, you said you were in a Costco yesterday. Cap.
In LA.
You're not even allowed in a Costco unless you have a membership. Who are you with?
I have a membership.
A Costco membership.
Yeah, I go out to the one in on Sepulveda Boulevard, out near the Target.
Bullshit.
100%.
Show me your Costco membership right now.
Well, I mean,
Nah. Bullshit. Yeah, that's what I'm fucking thought. I know you weren't. The voice memo. You need me to play the voice memo?
No,
because the voice memo. You're like, I was in a Costco yesterday.
Yeah.
No, dude. When you said that, I paused it, looked at Iman, and I went, bullshit. He's never been in a Costco in the last 10 years. The last 10 years, you've been in a Costco? Yeah.
No, I've been in a Smart and Final.
Yeah, fuck off. That's what I thought.
This is it? What's this?
Fuck off. It's the backwards peace sign from the people, the Brits. This is this. Backwards peace means the middle finger.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck off.
By the way, I was looking through pictures of you and I today.
Yeah.
And first, I'm just so much better looking.
And way grayer. Yeah. You can keep saying you're better looking, but I'm just going to keep saying gray and it ruins your fun. So I have a counter for this now.
All right, I got to go.
Yeah, that's what I thought. ComedianJoshua.com for tour dates, not only tour dates and tickets. Do not trust third party, okay? Go to ComedianJoshua.com for tour dates and tickets. Follow the link and you will get the correct priced tickets for Josh Wolf shows. Josh Wolf Comedy on all platforms. Jake_Wolf on Instagram. It's Jake Wolf on TikTok. Hey, go show some love to my new post on Instagram from my buddy Mushu from the Las Vegas Animal Foundation.
Dude,
that little man.
That dog is so cute.
Love him. What a good boy. Go check him out and also go check out all of their stuff. They're under some heat right now.
They are?
Because unfortunately they are a kill shelter because they are the largest shelter in the country, guys. They house over 500 dogs at all times. So when they get new dogs in off the streets, they have to make room. And unfortunately, there's nothing they can do. They're catching heat right now on TikTok because this one woman was like, oh, I fostered this dog and then he went to his forever home and then he got returned. And then they killed him because the cops said they had to, but there was no court order. Fuck all this. If you guys want some change, instead of complaining about it on TikTok about all these shelter dogs and this and that, go fucking help. Go volunteer. Go do something with the dogs. Go walk a dog. Go take them out for fun. Okay?
If you donate money, does it keep them from dying?
No, because it doesn't open space. It's space. They need dogs to get adopted, guys. They need dogs to be moved out or to be fostered.
I wish.
So instead of complaining online about they had to do what they had to do because they house over almost 1,000 animals at one time, stop complaining. Go help. Go volunteer. I see the volunteers there. They could use more. Okay? Go do it. Stop complaining online.
You volunteer.
I do. I go help. We take out a dog. We're going to take out a dog every week. We brought in 20 jars of peanut butter this past week, just in one day. Guys, if you want to help, stop complaining. You don't need to go buy anything. You don't need to pay any money. All you need to do is go walk the dog, get him out of the kennel. That's it. That's all we ask. Post something about him, get some good pictures, get some good information about them, and help them get adopted. Okay? That's all I got. It's Jake Wolf on TikTok, Jake_Wolf on Instagram. As always, do something nice for someone today. Tell somebody you love.
See you at Costco. Hey, if you like this podcast you just watched, you're going to love the one I'm popping up in your face right now. Check it out.